Welcome back, real nerds. It's time for some real talk. We have Flakes and Slaw here with Madden 18 and some great talks with the free agencies going on in the news. Make sure you guys follow, like, and subscribe over on Real Nerds Real Talk. We are simultaneously live on Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, and Facebook Live. So make sure you guys get over there, comment, like, and subscribe. Also, join the Discord if you guys want to join the in-depth conversation on any of these categories. Hope you guys enjoy the content. And give away to Austin, Flakes, and Slaw.
What up, everybody?
What's up?
We actually don't usually play Madden here on RNRT, so I was surprised to see that Season 4 is even available.
Facts.
And so we're going to go straight on from the fresh season for you guys. We're going to go right to Madden Ultimate Team Draft. I'm going to pick a team. He already picked his, and then we're just going to get right into it.
Yep.
So, play a friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I still have a team from last time. Let's see. Scout through my team, see if any of these guys have actually been moved around in the league themselves. From what I'm seeing. Oh, wait, Mike Evans got paid, but that was like months ago.
Yeah.
He got paid a big contract, too. Like, what was it, 5 years for like 70?
I think so.
70 or
He
so?
deserves it, though. He's so good.
He's basically the face of the franchise over there besides Winston.
That's true. Well, before Doug Martin got released, he was like one of those big heads over there, too.
Yeah.
But
where'd Doug Martin just go?
I don't know.
He just went to the Oakland Raiders.
No, he didn't.
Yep.
I don't
He's
believe
going to
it.
be a 1-2 punch with Marshawn Lynch. So you're going to have the big, trucking, hefty Marshawn Lynch, and then you're going to have the little speedy Doug Martin catching the balls out of the backfield.
That's ridiculous.
That's what Chucky brings to the table, baby.
The Raiders are going to be phenomenal this year.
I got Aqib Talib, who's no longer a Bronco.
He's a Ram, baby.
He's a Ram. I think we've mentioned that before on one of these episodes, but the Rams are actually my underdog of the team for this offseason because of all the moves that they're brought to the table.
Well, I feel like the Cardinals are going to be the underdog, actually. Because
Cardinals.
ever since...
With Sammy Bradford?
Yeah.
Don't you dare tell me you're a Sammy Sleeves fan.
No, but I liked him when he went to the Vikings because he made him go 5-0 before like they started losing.
Okay.
But that was he started becoming who he really was, how he played in college. But
You have to invite me real quick, by the way, sorry.
oh yeah. But like
He was a good playmaker in college, I'll give you that. That was kind of when I first started to watch college.
But when he started to actual play, it was when he was on the Vikings. But I feel like he's going to be even better when he's on the Cardinals.
Well, I'm curious as to see how the Cardinals are going to unfold after giving away their basically head of the realm with Bruce Arians retiring.
That's true.
Hey,
He was
guys.
quite a head coach.
Andrew Biggs over on YouTube says, what do you think Carolina going to do?
Carolina?
Carolina, okay.
Carolina. They just lost a huge back, like a backup to McCaffrey.
Jonathan
Stewart, yeah, to the Giants.
Yeah.
But
Which I'm curious to see how that pans out in the NFC East because I'm an Eagles fan.
are you offline?
I could be.
Because it says you're not on.
Okay.
Oh, you're playing as Bobby's account?
Yeah, I'm
All right.
cleared offline. Okay, there you go. Well, they also took Toy Smith from us. So I'm hoping that he actually helps Cam Newton out. I'm kind of a Cam Newton fan because he's for the people.
Yeah,
And he has a much better skill set performance available in his repertoire than he's been performing with. You got to send another one real quick.
Sports Addiction says, my favorite team is the Steelers.
The Steelers.
Same.
I know Flakes is the Steelers fan. And the AFC is going to be quite the division this year, or the conference, I should say, because of all the moves that have been made, basically, with the Ravens or I mean, the Steelers really haven't done anything, so they're not even really trying to compete in that.
Yeah, they barely make moves during the off season.
Yeah.
But they're going to be I feel like, because I'm a Steelers fan, I feel like they're going to get to the playoff, like the division championship, maybe go for another ring. I feel like Ben Roethlisberger absolutely has another ring in him.
This is not non-bias?
Non-bias.
Okay.
Because the offense, and then they're trying to redo their whole defense because what's broken needs to be fixed. They got rid of William Gay, Golden, basically all their veteran D-backs, and Mike Mitchell. And Mike Mitchell was like one of those key players in that defense.
Well, he was kind of getting up there in age in a way, though, right? Wasn't he getting like early or mid-30s? And for a safety, taking all those hits all the time.
I got one from Andrew Biggs. Buy or sell Browns?
Buy or sell Browns? Ooh.
Buy or sell Browns.
All right, so I'll let you go first, and then I'll give my spiel. Because you're an AFC guy, so.
Well, because they're in the same division as us, as the Steelers, personally, I would love to see the Browns win a Super Bowl in the next 10 years. That would be such an underdog statement. Like how they said the Eagles, how everybody doubted them, and
you're still gonna invite me.
It keeps on saying you even invites.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Cool. How like people start doubting the Eagles, and you know what? They become the best team in the NFL, and still becoming the best team in the NFL. So what Cleveland did to boost their ratings and have a better team ever since
Appear online real quick.
All right. Ever since they got Jarvis Landry,
Tyrod
Taylor, and Damiris Randall from Green Bay.
Green Bay, yeah.
I feel like they're going to be ultra good this year, and they have a first round pick to get Shaq Barkley.
Yeah, and they also got Carlos Hyde. Remember that? From the 49ers. It still says it's not working because I'm not sure if you're online or not. Oh, did that work? There you go.
My bad for the
You're good.
The wait.
Also, not sure if this is cutting into this, but Sports Addiction says I think they're going to win it for Ben this year.
Yes, they are, because if the Steelers win a Super Bowl this year or next year, he's going to flat out retire. They're going to either draft a new quarterback or start Dobbs, because that would be really scary if they start.
I'm a fan of him.
Landry Jones. Landry Jones is. I don't want to be mean because he's on my team, but he's flat out terrible.
Yeah. Well, to answer the question about the buy or sell for the Browns on my end, getting all the trades like he was saying with Carlos Hyde, the running back from 49ers, he's kind of like an old veteran. He's able to take the load. They're not used to someone taking the load as much as...
Just like a Frank Gore when he was on the team.
Yeah. I mean, Crowell was able to a little bit for the Browns, but they tried to incorporate a little bit of Duke Johnson in there. So they might as well. They got rid of Isaiah Crowell, obviously. I think they gave him over to the Jets.
Yeah.
Something like that. And I just feel like as long as the defense can kick it up in gear and get the chemistry going, then it would be an easy buy. But for right now, I think it's a little shaky because I'm not too much of a Tyrod Taylor fan. I don't feel like he has much of the quarterbacking of throwing it downfield when he needs to in a split second. I think he's a little shaky on anything past 10 yards, kind of like a Sam Bradford. He's able to, of course. Sammy Watkins was obviously relevant in Buffalo. So it's going to be a toss-up, I think.
Well,
I should give the Steelers a run for the money.
I always liked Tyrod Taylor, even when he was on the Baltimore Ravens. Like, that inspiration he had from becoming he was on a awesome team, Super Bowl winning team when he was on the Ravens. But when he got traded to Buffalo, nobody would have expected him to be the starting quarterback.
They didn't even know who he was, to be honest.
Facts. Nobody knew. And then ever since that starting position from...
he was kind of like a Troy Smith coming out of Ohio State back in the day. He was irrelevant in the league as a backup, and they were both for the Ravens, but...
Sports Addictions says the Browns need to keep a solid game plan and coach for a while so they will be flexible with each other and they might get a ring.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah, they definitely do have the coaching. I mean, Hugh Jackson, he gets a bad rep because of the record that the Browns have had, but also the players that he was given when he became the head coach. He didn't have a quarterback. That's hard to even have a winning record behind not having a quarterback, and especially if you don't have a starting quarterback, then you need a solid defense. And obviously that might have been their weakest point at the time, because their offensive line was kind of decent. They had Joe Thomas. Oh, wow. See, I forgot you said you had Michael Vick behind Tom Brady. Imagine having that duo to play against the defense. I'm not even paying attention. Good run. I was like 40 yards right down the pipe, guys.
That's why Michael Vick will always be the best player in Madden history.
When he was traded over to the Eagles, I think I teared up a little bit, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not really an Eagles fan, but I loved Michael Vick flat out. But I thought he was going to actually win them their first ring. But it was sad because I feel like when the transition from who was it? Andy Reid, right?
Yeah, Andy Reid.
Andy Reid to Chip Kelly. I feel like Chip Kelly messed up how Michael Vick actually played and screwed around how he originally plays and just made him terrible.
Yeah, he was trying to do all those quick passes and stuff. I mean, he's obviously the quarterback to use for the read option type of offense that Chip Kelly loved, but since he was kind of getting up there in age, he was still able to sling it. And, I mean, if you use the sling first in the passing game, then you're able to run it easier the whole entire game.
That's true.
But, I mean, the coaching staff, they're presented with the good players this year. They're all young.
That's absolutely true.
The Browns should have something going. Ooh, good hit.
That was Ronald Darby on the Eagles.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of excited that we kept him. And sad Patrick Robinson got traded back to the Saints. But I think Ronald Darby is going to play with more hunger now.
Didn't Darby break or dislocate his ankle in early season?
Yeah. He actually kind of played through it just like Alshon Jeffrey played through his torn rotator cuff. Which I don't know how you can do that as a receiver, especially when he reached up in the Super Bowl to catch the touchdown. Just reaching back halfway with a torn rotator cuff, I couldn't imagine what the pain would feel like.
I thought he dove, like kind of like this more.
Yeah.
Like
probably was restricting him.
Because if he caught it more like hands up, I think he would have dropped it.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Biggs on YouTube says, "Who do you draft number 1 if you had the pick?"
If I what team do you mean?
Like, just if you were a general manager of a brand new, oh, come on now, Andrew Luck. That's all because he's been hurt out of this league for so long.
So separate commenter. So Andrew Biggs is the one who put the comment up about who you draft number 1. Sports Addiction says, "I would take Lamar Jackson from Louisville."
Oh, my.
I feel like
I think they're talking about the prospects as of right now.
Yeah, I know, but it depends what team.
Okay.
If I was.
Well, either way, I don't know if I would go Lamar
Andrew Biggs
Jackson.
says not in this draft. So, I mean, I'm not sure what he means by that as well. If it means, you saying you need a pick by team, basically?
Well.
Oh, are you talking about in Madden Ultimate Team draft in this, too? Because
in this draft. Okay, maybe it means in the game.
Yeah, I'll give you college, or we'll give you college and for this. So you think of who you'd pick for this game, and I'll say who I'd pick for college.
All right, who I would pick for this game is hands down Michael Vick. Michael Vick is the greatest Madden player in Madden history.
Okay.
It's even it's literally a fact that he's always going to be the greatest Madden player.
You could do a QB, I think it was QB run, it might have been called, instead of QB sneak in Madden 05 where he was on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, Madden 04 where he was on the cover.
Yeah, that was 4.
And you could literally just take it from underneath the center
just
where
like
everyone
this.
was piled up and just run all the way around the side and go 70 yards every time. It was
practically
impossible.
like that last play.
Yeah, it was a
besides
1v1
getting tackled.
situation, and he's just like, you don't know where he's going to go because he was even better than Warwick Dunn, his own running back in the situation.
Andrew Biggs says he's always a glitch.
He's always a glitch. Yeah, see, it's unfair.
Yeah, I could believe
I'm
that.
gonna get you.
But
Here it comes.
the New England Patriots is the new glitch.
Let's go.
Oof.
Let's go. Babe Ruth. Different sport. Don't matter. Just kidding. Oh my gosh, Michael Vick might come to me. Don't come to me.
I am
Don't catch me.
Well, shit.
Fly like an eagle. Just kidding. So for college, my pick would be Saquon Barkley. Non-bias against, obviously since I'm an Eagles fan and he plays for Penn State. That's not why I would pick him, but just overall talent, I think he's able to catch the ball as well as David Johnson out of the backfield or Le'Veon Bell. He's also as elusive as Le'Veon Bell or LaShawn McCoy. And he's got the speed and trucking ability at the same time
Like
as like Adrian Peterson fresh out of college. So he would like not break stride after running someone over 10 yards down the field.
Kind of like a Zeke.
Yeah, Zeke's the same way. It's a monster, and I think he would fit in anyone's offense. He would just mold around it. Like Christian McCaffrey, he's his own little weapon. As he's more of a receiving running back, he can't really truck someone over. Give me that! Oh, come on! I was waiting there.
Yes,
What?
Gates.
Oh my gosh!
Antonio Gates for a touchdown. Oh no!
I was about to say, why did switch me off of him? Damn! I went to go hit stick you, and once I did that, I think I hit A, but I don't know how that would switch me anyway. I think that was supposed to reserve tackle me. That was crazy. Antonio Gates is like one of the legends at tight end. I might pick him if I were to have to pick any tight end ever.
That's true. Him or Vernon Davis.
Vernon Davis?
Yep.
No way. I could name like a good 10 other tight ends that are better than Vernon Davis.
It's a fact that he's the fastest tight end.
To ever like go through the league.
Mm-hmm. He's the fastest tight end.
He is.
Oh, snap.
Give me that.
Dude.
Don't run the same
you
play
read
3
it.
times straight.
Nah, it's all PAs.
Oh.
They're all like splitting each other.
I was about to say these crossing routes.
I'm
I'm going to
running-
read you, dog.
I think I'm running a Mike Zimmer offense.
Mike Zimmer offense.
Yeah,
So
all of his passes are like cutting through each other.
hopefully this isn't an NFC championship game situation then for you.
But I'm about to get this sack.
Starts off nice and clean. They score right away in the first quarter. And then all of a sudden the Eagles come down swooping. But I'm not going to that's not going to happen. He's a good player. All right. So what is your favorite trade that happened this whole entire offseason in general?
My favorite trade,
For chat or you and you?
or like can I say free agency instead?
Yeah. Well, basically, in a way. Oh.
Technically, it would be the Richard Sherman.
To the 49ers?
Yep.
Without an agent?
Well, when he got released, he became a free agent.
Well, I mean, and I'm saying he didn't hire an agent to make that contract, the whole trading situation
That's true.
possible. He just did it all on himself. I mean, he's a smart guy coming out of Stanford and all. He knows what he's doing. Oh, don't sack me. No more fumbles. No more fumbles, Andy.
And how was JJ Watt coming after you?
Oh, dude, that's who it was last time. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so let's see. I'm trying to think. Maybe I should have said offense and defense. That would spice it up a little bit more. I'm gonna try to think of mine. I think. Oh boy, this isn't good.
He's coming again.
Oh boy. Oh
What?
boy. Who is that? Mikey Evans?
No.
I don't know who it is. It might be Mike Evans. Let me see. The running back situation, I think Jerick McKinnon going to the 49ers.
So
Yeah.
Andrew Biggs on YouTube says, on the topic, buy or sell 49ers.
Oh, right on topic. Would you look at that? I would say, well, Jerick McKinnon would be my favorite offseason move in general.
That's a buy.
Going to the 49ers.
I would take the 49ers.
You would?
I'll take the 49ers.
I would buy them. I would buy them too.
Over any terrible team that's becoming good.
And only because, I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo, if no one knows who he is the spawn of Tom Brady. He was behind him just like Aaron Rodgers behind Brett Favre. He learned everything possible that you need to know at quarterback. The same exact situation. And Jerick McKinnon is a monster. And he's just going to juice up the whole entire offense. I can't wait to watch them play.
So Sports Addictions on YouTube says, who do you think are the most underrated and overrated people in the NFL?
Nick Foles.
That was very quick.
Is that because it's like a Pennsylvania rivalry?
No, I just think Nick Foles is the underrated person in the NFL until he won that Super Bowl.
So you're telling me, okay, this is, guys, I like Nick Foles, not as much as the hype likes Nick Foles. I mean, based on his skill. But Sam Bradford, how many seasons has he played fully? Out of,
I believe it's 6 or 7.
6 or 7? No. He got drafted like 05, 04 or so. Like, I think, no, he was like he was a 07, 08 kind of guy. And out of all those seasons, he fully played maybe like 1 or maybe 2. And he's getting paid $20 million for 1 year to go basically carry David Johnson's offense, who is the best running back, I think, in the league. You're going to say Le'Veon Bell, but I think he can't really truck people over as much as David Johnson can.
I see why David Johnson could be the best.
Yeah. But, I mean, the Cardinals are going downhill, man. It makes sense to keep them going downhill. The most overpaid quarterback out there, which is my pick, Sam Bradford. Underrated? Oh, man. What would I say for underrated? I think maybe even like Kenny Vaccaro being cut from the Saints. I think he's a monster. Or no, Tyrann Mathieu. Him being cut from the Cardinals. Talking about the Cardinals. He's probably one of the best defensive backs in the whole entire league, in my opinion.
He just got signed to the Houston Texans.
Yeah. That's some big news. 1-year deal. If anyone didn't see that. The Honey Badger.
Sports Addictions on YouTube says we should play Fortnite one day.
We should play Fortnite?
Everything comes back to Fortnite.
Fortnite? I am a big advocate of Fortnite,
so
man.
Good news is actually we should be having a late night Fortnite session here tonight. Yeah. So make sure you guys, if you guys are wanting to know when those random sessions are happening, because Saturday is one of our random session days where we just kind of come by for about 2 hours at a time, play a game, and then we go take a break, play another game for about 2 hours. We do this all night for the better part of whatever many hours. So if you want to see us play Fortnite tonight, make sure you check out our Facebook and our Twitter for any up-to-date information on when we're going live. Also our Discord. So back to you guys.
Discord's actually pretty awesome. You're able to talk to people in a split second. It's kind of like if anyone's ever used GroupMe or just having iPhone and using group chat, but it's more advanced. You're able to use links. It's kind of like a Facebook in the same way or Twitter in the same way, but it's so quick to your phone, just like a text message. It's awesome. And thank you for that, Scott.
No problem, my dog.
Scooter the bearded bastard. I'll switch you back to that because you hated the other one.
Scooter McCooter.
Oh, he brought it out. The bunny has came out of the hat. All right. What do we do here, folks?
So in chat, who do you think is going to win Super Bowl next year?
Ooh, AFC or an NFC team? I think.
Oh, come on.
I don't know if Jared Goff has it in him, but the Rams have one hell of a chance to make it far.
I feel like he can do it.
Yeah, I mean, they made it to the first round of the playoffs after a pretty shitty record. I mean, Jared Goff didn't even start. Jared Goff didn't even start, and then he ended up starting and putting on.
And a pretty shitty coach, too.
So Andrew Biggs says, I want to play you in Madden.
Jeff Fisher.
You want to who? Who do you want to play?
And then also he says Carolina.
Carolina going to the Super Bowl?
Oh, you saw that?
Yo, there's no way. There's no. I was about to say there's no way. One, that's a touchdown.
Dude, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
That would be crazy for any quarterback in the history of
Can
the
I-
NFL to run to
What?
the opposite side of their throwing arm to throw it across the field and 50 yards. No, Madden. Fix it.
Dude, we can instant replay that.
Just kidding. No, okay, no,
It won't
you
let me
really
challenge.
wanna-
It won't let me challenge, but
They might. Well, that's because it's under 2 minutes.
yeah, I know.
Hey, they
Some
might challenge
Madden
it for you.
bullshit.
They might challenge it for you.
You gotta unpause it.
Oh, my bad. I thought I did that already. My butt
Fuck
didn't
Madden.
register.
I'm so mad. That was a really nice throw.
So the Rams won't win, is what my prediction will be. But I think they're gonna make it the deepest in the NFC, and I think they will lose to the Steelers. I think the Steelers they're hungry. They got the offense that is stronger than their last Super Bowl
A young
winning
offense.
They don't have the same defense. And I think Ryan Shazier will come back to be the same man. Oh, you mother effer.
Oh no, there's only.
Oh,
Why'd you do that?
yeah.
Oh,
that
fuck.
is the half, folks. I got lucky there. Saved
on,
by
run,
the
guys,
bell.
run,
Good
guys.
show. A little bit out of my time, but
Damn, I could have called it back up.
I think the Steelers will pull it out, though. If Mike Tomlin doesn't, I think he's going to get fired soon.
Yeah,
Only
And-
because he's been with them so long.
Andrew Biggs on YouTube says Jaguars ?
Jaguar.
Jaguars.
They had a
Ooh.
pretty big person on their offense that they just lost. Robinson.
Robinson?
Yeah.
Oh, Denard Robinson?
I think it's Allen Robinson.
Oh, Allen Robinson. Yeah,
He just went to
went to the
Chicago.
Bears. The Bears are making moves. Okay, we got to talk about them afterwards. But the Jags, it's all down to.
I like
I was
I
saying
like
earlier.
Fournette, but he's so cocky.
Yeah. He's one of the best running backs in the league. So, I mean, he might be able to be.
I always
I give
like
it to him.
Bortles too. I like Bortles. He's a good quarterback.
See, that's what I was going to say. It all comes down to, because can your starting cornerback, oh, baby, ooh, lead you to the promised land? I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks that shouldn't have won Super Bowls that have, like Jim Plunkett.
Jim Plunkett
Booty.
won more than
No
one.
offense there, Jimmy boy. But, he won one with the Raiders.
He won a couple.
Yeah. He was more of like a backup, though, in my opinion. But I don't think
Still beat
Bortles has it in
Eagles.
him. I think Bortles can bring them back to the playoffs. They lost. I mean, they signed back Marquise Lee, but they lost Allen Robinson. They lost him last year, but they needed him if they wanted to make it to the Super Bowl. And now you don't really have that premier guy. Oh, baby, look at that Lofton. I didn't think you'd have it in him. I thought it was going to be picked, to be honest. Andrew, these are good questions, man. Thanks. I'm assuming you're not really much of a biased guy, right? Because you keep asking me NFC and AFC. What's your favorite team?
What?
Ooh. Zachy
Ertz is not like that.
He is like that.
Ertz is not
Don't you
like
lie
that.
on one of my
Ertz
favorite
is
players.
not like that.
I wouldn't say he's my favorite player on the Eagles. I'd actually say my favorite player would be Jordan Hicks. Even though he went down last season, he's my favorite player. Ertz is a close second, though. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, I wanted that hop. I was like, can Antonio Brown disrespect his own team with two guys? I don't think so, but it might be a fumble if not.
If he ever did that in real life, he would have broke his knee. That kind
yeah.
of reminded me when he cleated the guy in the face, the punter, Lanning, the guy from Cleveland.
Where
in
he
the
just
face.
like straight up drop kicked him in mid sprint.
Yep.
Andrew Biggs on YouTube says Carolina,
No!
but the defense is getting old.
Yeah, that's true.
Defense? What do you mean defense is getting old?
Like,
Oh,
there are defensive players.
yeah. Defense. I mean,
Just take a look at Jordan
defense
Peppers.
wins championships.
Or Julius Peppers.
Julius Peppers, that man is.
He's a beast, but he's old.
He's father time. He's defeated father time, and now he is father time. Him and Dwight Freeney. I mean, although Dwight Freeney keeps getting tossed around. Oh, I was about to say, don't you do it.
Oh, no.
Did I really? I missed
I had
the
to throw that
safety.
away.
Oh, that would have been so epic. Yo, good stuff, man. Good stuff.
I had to throw that away. I got
That
scared.
elusiveness. Oh. That's awesome. All right, wait, the Bears. Let's rewind back to these bad boys. The Bears, how do you feel about them?
Ever since they made the transition to start Trubisky? Trubisky, yeah.
Mitchell Trubisky, yeah. Out of North Carolina, I think. How do you feel about him?
I like him.
Do you believe in him? Is he a buy or sell? He might be a sell for me.
That's a buy for me.
Oh,
because he's young.
He's young, okay. So you're saying, like, give him some time to develop. Give him that first year off. It's kind of like that first game is usually like the first game don't count. Knock off the rust and whatever you're playing. That's what people usually like to say.
Kind of reminds me of like a Marcus Mariota type. Not like a running type player, but he's young. He's gonna learn how to adjust towards how the NFL actually plays.
Yeah, I mean, he's got some weapons. Didn't they just trade for some receiver?
Yeah, Allen Robinson.
Besides him.
Oh, yeah, they got Trey Burton from the Eagles.
Trey Burton, and I think they also got Taylor Gabriel, maybe.
I ran into that one.
Taylor Gabriel, yeah.
Hey, Andrew Biggs on YouTube says Mitch is a sell.
Mitch is a sell, my man. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
why do you think he's a sell?
I think he's like any sell type of quarterback that has a good arm. He's got a good arm. I just think he's a little too nervous. I don't think he's ever going to develop quite enough, kind of like Deshaun Kaiser. Although Deshaun Kaiser is going where the best possible place would be in Green Bay, if anyone didn't know that. I don't think he'll have it in him to quite make the split decision of a quarterback in the NFL that you need to make. Even if it's switching from passing to running, you got to make like 6 different changes with your offensive line, all that stuff. They're just the play calls are ridiculously long. So I don't know. I don't think they have the coach. I guess I would say to get them there. Have the weapons though. Oh, got him this time.
Andrew says he reminds me of Joe Flacco too much.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Remember when Joe Flacco won the Super Bowl and SportsCenter every single morning would be like, is Joe Flacco an elite quarterback?
He is not.
Does he stand with the elites? And he would be compared to like Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, who was it? John Elway? Or was it Joe Montana?
Favre. I think it was Brett Favre.
Which one won more of the Super Bowls? Because the other one didn't.
Joe Montana.
Win really any. Joe Montana won like 5 or 6.
4.
Right? Okay, 4.
Tom Brady has the most.
So he would be ranked up there, and all this guy did was roll to the right and say, "I'm gonna chuck and pray to Mike Wallace or Torrey Smith, who is just the nastiest guy possible for running down the field." Oh no, Anquan Bolden. I'm sorry, Anquan Bolden was just manhandling people and saying, "I'm gonna get every single fly ball that you're gonna send my way." And
then Ray
of a sudden,
Lewis too, and Ed Reed on that defense.
Yeah, it's basically like one of the best defenses that were Super Bowl made. Oh, good tackle.
Besides the Steelers' steel curtain reign.
No, I guess I'll kick it. Yeah, I'll kick it.
And Andrew says, look at Flacco now, though. Trash.
Hey,
Hands down.
I mean, I personally feel for him in a way at the same time because he had a pretty bad back injury.
Oh.
And had to actually deal with surgery. So I didn't have to get surgery, but I've had to deal with a back injury. But besides that, playing quarterback already is challenging.
It is.
And getting older is not going to help him. And then not having his legs underneath him because of all that time to heal up with the back injury. I mean, they never helped him out, get him better offensive line. If anything, they gave all of them away. It's kind of like the Seahawks. They gave all their guys away. Oh, you were across the line of scrimmage. That's what I was about to say. Don't give him that, please.
Come on, Garcin.
That would have been a beautiful play.
He should have caught that, though.
All right, let me see what you're actually going to come out with in formation. Okay. I like that. I don't know if I'm actually going to like it, though. Oh, no. Oh!
Dude, he should have ran
How
upfield.
did you? Oh, my goodness. If there was injuries still in Madden or Madden Ultimate Team in the draft mode, that would have been double concussion, or like they would have made up some weird ankle injury for where it should be a head injury. You know, Madden doing weird things.
Just like a Cap.
Just like a what?
Just like Kaplan.
Cap, yeah.
Cap will be like,
Oh,
you
no.
broke your...
Oh, let's go,
He just
baby.
glitched through my guy.
The Rams are going to win.
He just glitched through my
Possibly
guy.
the Super Bowl. This is gonna be a little preview.
Did you just see that? He just glitched through my receiver.
Hey, we have a question here. Question from KB17. How do you think the Chiefs will do next season without Alex Smith?
Ooh, AFC guy can go first.
Their new quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. I'm liking how he started it. He's looking pretty good. I feel like their offense is going to be great. Their defense is going to be trash.
Wait, what? So, what do you
That's
mean?
a sell.
What do you mean, Patrick Mahomes?
Patrick Mahomes,
I mean, do you believe in Patrick Mahomes?
a little bit.
You
I
do?
liked how he performed, but I don't think he's going to be a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Yeah, no. I mean, Andy Reid is definitely. Oh, come on! Don't do this.
Joey Bosa.
You did it. Andy Reid is definitely the coach that you'd want to coach a quarterback, for sure. Or at least one of the guys that are still left standing in the league as a veteran coach. But their offense is going to be phenomenal in the running game and the short passing game. Down the field, that's where not having Alex Smith is going to suck, because although Patrick Mahomes can chuck it 70 yards, he might not put it in the right spot. That's all that matters. The safeties are just going to lure them purposely.
So Andrew Briggs over on YouTube says, NFL player you hate the most, not named Tom Brady.
Not named Tom Brady.
I actually kind of like Tom Brady.
At least you
Beside
know.
the point that
At
like
least you
everybody,
know.
beside the point that everybody like rides on Tom Brady, I kind of like Tom Brady because he's hands down the greatest quarterback who ever played.
Good play.
So the person
I
I
give him
hate the
respect.
most-
Yeah, he's pretty filthy, but
It's a good question.
Tom Brady.
It's an easy question. Is Vontaze Burfict?
Vontez Burfict is yours,
Yeah, hands
Okay.
down.
and I'm guessing because he's a dirty player, and
He is.
he's going to be facing that 4-game suspension for always being a dirty player.
PEDs.
No one didn't know
Do
that.
not take those.
But my least favorite NFL player. I think it might have to be Dez Bryant.
Because he's too cocky.
Yep, he's too cocky, and he's still trying to boast the way he used to be able to boast. Like, I was always an advocate for, like, if you're going to talk shit on the field, I mean, obviously it's part of the game.
Dude.
But if you're going to talk shit on the NFL field, you got to be able to back it up to those guys, because they'll be able to back it up on defense like 7 or 8 times out of 10. Unless you're like DeAndre Hopkins or someone crazy like that. And Dez Bryant used to be crazy, but now he's not. So stop trying to act like you are.
Andrew
And
Briggs
I'm
on
also
YouTube wants to
biased.
know, is it because he's overrated?
He is very overrated.
Definitely overrated. Or I'd say he's actually slowly becoming a little bit more underrated than what he could be. I wanted to throw that, but I couldn't. Because he's getting old. They're saying he has literally nothing left in the tank, or a lot of people are. But he obviously does have something. Just Dak Prescott. He also might be one of my least favorite people also, but that's only because of how much other people hype him up, like Skip Bayless.
I like Dak
That
Prescott.
beasted.
He's personally one of my favorite young quarterbacks besides Russell Wilson.
Don't you put them two together. Russell Wilson is a god.
Well,
He might be one
if
of
you
my
actually take a
favorite.
look at it, they're practically compared the same, but they're on two different teams. Like They're both a running quarterback. They have a decent and awesome arm,
Yeah.
and they have a great. They know where to throw it.
I mean, it kind of proved that his run game, that arm isn't so strong
And
after
you
all.
got offensive line.
He had one of the most picks in the league. My man Dak Prescott putting on. Sorry for all you Dallas fans out there.
But I remember when it was his first year, and he
Not
only had
really, though.
2 or 3 picks.
2 or 3 picks, yeah. And he had good receivers. I mean,
How did he grab him?
people didn't like the other receivers that Cowboys had, but I thought they were still better than or some of the other teams out there, at least. I mean, who was it? The guy from Butler? Was it Bryce Butler was one of them, but he's not the guy from Butler. Terrence Williams or Baylor it was, not Butler. What am I talking about? Baylor. When he was the receiver for Robert Griffin III when he was in college.
Andrew Biggs over on YouTube also says, how underrated do you think Juju is?
Juju Smith-Schuster. He was very underrated when the season started.
When the season started?
Can I have a blocker, dude?
Do you think he's going to be overrated this coming season?
Hands down, he's going to be very overrated. I'm going
to go
ever
for
since
it for the fans.
Ever since the performance he put on against the Patriots without Antonio Brown,
yeah,
it was just spectacular. They should have won though, but it's whatever now. It's a pick.
Oh, I was about to say Randy Moss. What was it? What was the question again? I'm sorry. I'm gonna
It's Juju if he's going to be
Juju. Oh yeah, he's
overrated
one of my favorite up and coming stars in the whole entire league, to be honest. Underrated based on his speed, but the man is so quick. That's how he's getting open. He's got Antonio Brown on the other side, but I mean, after a while, you can put a linebacker to help out both sides of the ball. I mean, you can always have a double coverage somewhere to try to help out, but he's always finding gaps, just like Jarvis Landry right there. Another solid pickup from the Browns, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Oh, wait, well, I want to let it back out. How long do you think Antonio Gates is still going to have in the league? Think he's going to retire?
Depends how long Phillip Rivers is going to stay.
That's true. You think they're going to kind of resign together, kind of like Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, if Bill Belichick decides to?
Yep.
That's what I always thought. They'll go down together, kind of like the evil empire.
Andrew Biggs on YouTube says, overrated or underrated? Hurts to say this guy's name, Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara.
Hurts to say that. Why? Okay, well, I'm curious to see why it hurts to say his name.
He's a great player in general. I like Juju.
Here, I'm going to reset the draft.
All right. Like Juju, he was very underrated. But as time progressed and he actually learned how to be a player in the league, he definitely showed how he plays in general. So ever since like his amazing breakout season with including Mark Ingram, because I believe Alvin Kamara is the second string.
Yeah, he is. Well, they split reps, but technically on that chart, he is.
Andrew Biggs says, as a Panther fan, he pissed me off.
As a Panther fan, okay.
Yeah, I could tell.
See, the man is he's one of those out of the ordinary, kind of like the Saquon Barkley, like I was saying. He's just one of those. The skill set that he has is crazy. He looks so skinny and that people can bully him around, but he's running over 2 to 3 people at a time, or he's never falling backwards when he's getting tackled. The man's a monster, and he can jump over somebody standing straight up at 6'3", you know. There can be linebackers standing in front of him at like 250, about to whack him. And he's just like, all right, let me just go over the top of your shoulder pads.
Well, let me just check through you.
Yeah. And of course, he's got Drew Brees to throw to him. on top of that. So I'm sorry to hear that for the Carolina fan.
Well, I feel like I can compare. I feel like I can compare the Saints running back duo to the Atlanta Falcons duo, because for the Falcons they usually have Coleman as as the a screen pass kind of player, and then they have
Sometimes
Devontae Freeman. Yeah, Devontae Freeman as the true running back, just like how Ingram is the true running back, and Alvin Kamara is more like the screen pass player.
Yeah, but they're capable of, in case the other one goes down, to handle that load.
Yeah.
Which is what I think both coaches on both teams were able to kind of show the whole entire NFL in case they ever do have to shop them away one day. They allowed them, like Kamara, although he didn't start, Ingram would get like the first drive, and then Kamara would get like the next 5. Kind of showcase him a little bit more, see what he can do, let him see if he can produce some offense for you that day. But I personally love him. He's one of my favorites too. All right, I'll go through this draft kind of quickly. I'm already on round 8. I got like 2 offensive linemen. Just got a receiver. Oh, another receiver. Let's go. Who do I want? So nice thing is when you can just switch over the stats, it's good to see like all of them straight up like this. It's much easier to compare them without having to switch over to each. Let's go based on how I play, but how I've already picked somebody. Do I want the bus?
Bettis.
Oh, do I want a saucy with the bus? Well, not saucy, but like
that would be so. I would cry.
I gotta do it. I already picked 2 receivers. I don't want Jared Cook as my tight end. Poor man deserves a little bit better of a life, but
So KB17 over on YouTube says,
oh, look at this.
Which free agent signings were you most surprised by?
Ooh. I'll let you go first while I have to pick my second running back here. They're forcing me. This is some shit.
I'll take a Jay Jahi. My favorite free agency
The most surprising
was Sammy Watkins.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'm not really an advocate of Sammy Watkins. I don't think he's all that at all.
I feel like Sammy Watkins could have been something special in the Rams. Just because, like, how he performed in Buffalo and his first season with the Rams. I feel like he performed.
Now he's on the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, now he's on the Chiefs. It's just, I feel like he did so much for those 2 teams. And how the Rams are actually building their whole team, not just their offense, but their defense.
Yeah.
They're going to be stacked. I think he should have just stayed there, won a ring. After he won a ring or 2, just left to get some money. Just like how LeGarrette Blount is.
Yeah.
He won his 3 rings. Now he's just collecting money.
I mean, that's why he's doing those 1-year deals, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of smart on his end, especially reuniting with his old coach.
Yeah, the defensive coordinator.
Yeah. Let's see. What was the question? Because I gotta answer. Because I gotta also do this real quick.
What was your favorite or surprising free agency?
Oh, surprising free agency move. All right, so mine was probably Michael Crabtree. Although he's not the best free agent,
he was released.
Yeah, although he's not the best free agent, it's because he got released. The man can still play some ball. He's better than Des Bryant, but plays like Des Bryant.
He's gonna get killed this season.
He's probably gonna get killed this season.
He's on the Ravens.
That's why I don't like Flacco. I don't think they're gonna be able to produce the offense. If they couldn't before. They didn't really add anyone.
You know who they released for him?
Macklin, who might return to the promised land.
I don't think he is, because I don't think Macklin's going to be as good as Eagles Macklin.
Yeah,
because Eagles Macklin.
I mean, he's been hurt and he's getting up there in age, slowly. So I could see how that makes
Eagles
sense.
Macklin, he was a beast.
I gotta go D line.
I remember that, but I don't think so.
There you go, baby. That's what I need. Oh.
Chad Johnson, Antonio Brown.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I need a third receiver. Do I do quick feet? Do I do the most swift feet ever in the NFL? Chad Johnson. Or the King.
Or Tony Taptoe.
I'm doing Chad. Ocho Cinco. 88's across the board. All right, I'll take that. All right, I guess invite me again.
Yeah.
Quick.
There was actually a joke that
Had some McDonald's earlier.
there was an actual joke that Ocho Cinco made to the made about how he played during his career, because he was talking about something, and he was like, well, at least you guys didn't have to play against the Steelers and the Ravens when they had a steel curtain
and Troy Polamalu and
like all those like crazy ass
legends,
D-backs, linebackers, and safeties, and then he was like, and the Ravens when they had Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, and like so many other good players.
One of my all-time old underrated corners, Samari Roll. I thought it was the coolest name, and he was one of the Ravens cornerbacks or starters with Chris McAllister back in those good old defensive days for them.
My favorite corner ever has to
Just
be...
loading on in, guys.
My favorite corner ever has to be Ryan Clark.
Ryan Clark.
Or no, not Ryan Clark. Ike Taylor.
Ike Taylor?
Ike Taylor.
He's now an analyst, right?
Yep.
Well, why is that? Because he was from the Steelers?
Not just that. He's just how he performed. He was
And you wouldn't say
awesome.
Troy Polamalu?
He was a safety.
Oh, well
if there was the greatest
safety. You said corner?
Yeah.
Okay.
The greatest safety of all
D-back.
time, hands down. It's a fact. It's Troy Polamalu.
Yeah.
Then it goes to Ed Reed and then Brian Dawkins.
You'd say Ed Reed before Brian Dawkins. That
Hands
was always...
down.
See, whenever anyone owned Madden 2005...
And that's a Ravens player.
Basically, Madden 2005 up to, like, 08, I guess you could say, was when the years of, like, the Eagles' defenses were at their best for a little while, and the Ravens were just incredible. But when you would create a team and you'd make it the best possible, you'd have, like, one or two options for free safety and strong safety, and it would, as well as many other positions. But it was always the controversy of who would you want as your starter, Brian Dawkins or Ed Reed. And even as an Eagles fan, sometimes I had to go with Ed Reed. The man was a monster, but because Brian Dawkins was from the Eagles, I would always pick him. Yeah. And I know most of you guys can reminisce on that, whoever had Madden 05 and you just created a team. I mean, even I would sometimes practice on those, like, Canadian football teams like the Thunder and just win like 70-0 just to fine-tune some skills, I guess, with just running. Look at that, David Castro too. I got against you.
They made me quit.
They made you quit?
Yeah, it said they made me quit and made me repick my team.
Oh.
I'm so mad now.
Repick your whole team?
Repicked my whole team.
Okay, well, I could play Gauntlet mode in the meantime, unless
Blunt or Deshaun
I mean, we can show the
Jackson.
folks another draft if you want, but otherwise I can play Gauntlet mode. It's up to you, Scoot.
I'll let him draft you want.
You want to let him draft?
How long did it take?
I mean, he could probably do
I'm
it
gonna
quicker
be
than I
about done.
did, but we were talking during it last time.
Up to you.
Didn't really matter. I guess just try to do it as quick as possible. I'll wait on this screen for whenever he's done, and we'll just keep talking about more news because, you know, there's at least like 70 different transactions that went down in the league.
Hands down.
So I just got to like think of a team, and then they can probably list like 4 or 5 players that went there. But I'm trying to think of like the ones that I thought were pretty crazy. There's a lot of offense and defensive linemen going around. Like, I don't know many of the offensive linemen. I'm sorry to say, they should get they should get the most praise on the team for when an offense does well, in my opinion. But I don't really know them as well in the league for some reason. Defensive lineman, though. How do you like Sheldon Richardson going to the Vikings? Sheldon Richardson from the Seahawks. Like what? He's like.
I think it was a great pickup.
He's like the clog the middle type of nose tackle, like a Dontari Poe is, or like how Hainsworth used to be before he could fail every physical out there and never play again in the league. He used to be a monster though, but he was just like a big Vince Wilfork kind of like. I'm just gonna stand here and no one's gonna leave the spot.
Nobody's gonna fuck with me.
Yeah. But, I mean, 1-year deals, I think the Eagles might have paved the way in the NFL for that. Kind of like how Kirk Cousins might pave the way for these fully guaranteed contracts, which is absolutely absurd. I can't deal with that, man. I respect him as, like, he's grinding hard. He wants to win. I love that. The attitude is
enthusiasm.
Awesome. But 3 years for $84 million for fully guaranteed. Stop it.
Andrew Briggs on YouTube says, completely wrong sport and all, but do you guys make brackets?
Yes, I made my bracket, and it's practically busted, but I have West Virginia University going all the way.
Really?
I think Javon Carter and Dexter Miles.
Is that like the 40-year-old point guard, or he looks like he's 40 years old?
No. Or, yeah, he's the bald guy.
The bald guy with the full beard.
Yep.
He looks like Stephon Marbury.
Yep, but he's a beast. He is a beast.
I was watching a little bit of that game yesterday, and he is quick, and he's got a lot of stamina. So, I mean, I don't think he's going to go anywhere in the league, though. But he might carry the tournament a little bit. I personally did not make a bracket. I usually do, but I did not. I didn't really follow it this year as much as I usually do. I don't know why. I guess because I didn't follow the NBA as much. So what's the point of knowing the new prospects if more than 90% of them aren't going to make it to the league anyway?
That's true.
Isn't there only like 2 rounds, if that, for NBA draft?
Yeah.
There's like 30 rounds or some bullshit like that for baseball. I'm a baseball fan, but like you got 30 rounds for that. You got like 17 or some weird number for NHL. You got 6 or 7. Oh, you got 7 for NFL. And then you got 2 for the NBA. But it's now becoming one of the most popular sports in America. So they might change that.
KB17 says, do you think Russell Wilson carries the Seahawks?
Hands down. Hands down.
I mean,
that's not. I'm sorry, but
he must be a stat man.
That's not really a discussion.
I've always been one.
I mean, ever since he was drafted and how he brought him to the Super Bowl both times, won once against the Broncos, lost to the Patriots.
Well, would you say half the quarterbacks in the league would possibly be able to do that at the time with the Seahawks defense?
I mean,
the Seahawks defense was like
if you
Tom Brady on offense on any team.
I mean, if you put...
It's a little unfair.
If you put, like, a young, fast, good arm quarterback in his position, hands down. Like, if you put... I'm sorry if I offended anybody, but Andrew Luck, if you put him in his position, he would definitely win a ring. Yeah. But if you put a Carson Palmer in his position, I don't think he would win a ring.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Carson Palmer is not that type of quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, Carson Palmer's had his days. I mean, he made Chad Johnson who Chad Johnson is.
That's true.
Although Chad Johnson did a lot of that work, someone's got to put the ball there. And he was the quarterback in Cincinnati before he went over. I think he went Oakland, then Cardinals.
Yeah.
And I think he just retired, right? Retired, yeah.
He broke his arm, I think.
Oh, you invited me.
Andrew Biggs says, favorite baseball team?
Favorite baseball team? The New York Yankees. Not trying to, like, ride or anything, but I've always been a Yankees fan since I was young.
All right. I'm not really much of a baseball fan, guys. But whenever someone tells me that they're a Yankees fan, not because they beat the Phillies in the World Series and all that fun stuff, but in any aspect, they pay to win. They pay to win. And what I kind of hate about baseball is a lot of these organizations have so much money compared to the ones that don't win as much. And so, like, obviously it's cool to be rewarded for winning, but you can't give a significant salary difference for an organization just for that. So you have, like, the Yankees who, say, have, like, a cap of, like, $400 million to give out to their players for 1 year. Then you have the Houston Astros or the Cleveland Indians at the time, say, like, in 2007 or from, like, 05 all the way to, like, 2010, I'd say, even. They would have, like, a fraction of that, so where they would have, like, not even $100 million to give out to their players.
90,000.
So how are you going to expect a top-tier talent to get you anywhere in the league if you're not going to give out the money to help out fairly? And I think that kind of helps out, like the NBA. They give a salary cap, or NFL gives a salary cap after a while. Well, and I feel like there's not really much of a cap in baseball. They could just give away $100 million contracts out the boot.
Andrew Biggs says, I'm an Indians fan, and they can't spend jack on nothing.
Exactly. See, I'm trying to vouch for you, man. The Cleveland Indians, they deserve. Didn't they? I think they just made it to the playoffs. I don't follow baseball as much, so I apologize if I'm wrong. But I know that they've been on the climb from where they used to be, and I think it's more because of the money that they can't pay their players. They used to have what they had pretty good hitting. They had decent pitching. To be honest, when I used to follow them, it was probably back in or the MLB I used to follow for like a span of 4 or 5 years, like I was saying, between the 05 2010 era, or like those years, I should say. But I always felt bad for like them, Toronto Blue Jays, Houston Astros, Arizona Diamondbacks. Like, no one wants to go to Arizona for any sport.
That's true.
No one wants to go to the Phoenix Suns. No one wants to go to the Arizona Cardinals. No one wants to go to the Arizona Diamondbacks because they're not winning. But that's the only reason why I would never end up converting to the Yankees if I, for some reason, were to ever lose my doubt in my Phillies.
Well, in the NFL,
Philly fan till I die.
When a team wins a Super Bowl, the NFL actually gives them like a higher percent in the salary cap.
Come here. Oh, baby.
Oh, shit.
Oh, baby. Who is that? Is that Dante Culpepper?
That hit me?
No, you're a quarterback. Number 11.
He's an old player.
I don't know though. It could be anyone. I think it might have been though. It was a big quarterback. Let's see. Oh, we can talk about any sport here. You guys just ask a question and we got this. I mean, might not be as up to date, but I'm trying to stay as up to date as possible in sports.
You know?
And always have been. I love sports. It brings out the excitement, to be honest. All right, let me try to think of another free agents pickup that I think would rank on like my top 5. Because I'd say the Sheldon Richardson one going to the Vikings, along with Sharif Floyd, is basically like Haloti Nada coming over to the Eagles. Oh, you're going to pick it off. I wanted to go the corner route right next to the pylon, but I didn't know if it would be a toe drag or if the linebacker was going to kind of push back and pick it off. I don't like to run it with the quarterback as much. I like to show a variety of different things. Like, the left should be open, but since it's not, my tight end's open. And because I knew that his cornerback on the left was a little bit back, linebackers were all about the blitz, but everyone ended up bouncing back to the zone.
Beast Mode just got paid.
Beast Mode. Oh, man. I feel like he only has a year or two left in the tank, and it's perfect for John Gruden to help him out.
KB17 over on YouTube says, as a Pats fan, it was rough to see us lose the Super Bowl. What was your favorite what was your reaction?
As a Steelers
oh,
fan,
baby, don't make me do it. Don't make me do my reaction, because I just might do my reaction, guys. Oh,
what? How?
look, I'm doing my reaction. I'm crying again. Just thinking about it.
Andrew Biggs.
Would you look at that?
In the NFL, how long
Not
until the
legitimately, but
Seahawks
also my
get
contacts with this one.
how long until the Seahawks get stuck in the Browns trap?
The Browns trap. Oh, baby.
Give it 2 to 3 years.
Yep, 2 years. I mean, Russell's going to be there a while. He's probably has an extra 7 years, I'd say, to play. Only because he's going to end up taking care of himself. He'll probably have an extra 3 years to play on top of whenever he does retire. But since he's smart, I think he'll retire a little early. And whenever that happens, they're definitely going to go in the shitter. But he's going to try to stick it out because he's a Warrior. And that's going to be in a couple years when the whole entire defense is gone. They just gave away Paul Richardson, their best receiver, and Jimmy Graham. Although Jimmy Graham was playing through an injury, you just gave him to an even better quarterback for helping out tight ends. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers only has so much years in the league, too. And you're going to give him Jimmy Graham? Come on now. The man has only ever had success at quarterback.
But they cut Jordy Nelson for him.
Do I go for it, guys? I'm going to pause it. Do I go for it? What do you want out of me? Do you want fair play?
I just want the ball.
You want fair play? Oh, he wants the ball. I think, all right. I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to tell you straight up, but only because you're on the 10-yard line. If I kick a field goal, you're going to get it on the 25-yard line, and I'm only going to have 3 points. I'd rather try to sack you or press you back, hopefully get the ball back. In case I mess up, 'cause I'm going to assume I'm going to mess up, but I think I have a decent play call here.
Andrew Biggs says go for it.
Go for it. Oh, I knew it. See? Shit. I should have really taken that tight end, guys. Not sure if anyone knows who my tight end. Oh, my goodness. I tried calling A, but I was stuck on my tight end to try to set him in block. I'm still going to go for it. What's a 5-yard difference going to do? But really a 10-yard difference if you get a touchback. All right, we're going same play, guys. Did you see the play?
Fake field goal.
Oh, yeah, it's a fake field goal. You don't want the fake field goal. All right. There it is.
Nope.
Calvin Benjamin, I got you for one reason and one reason only. You're not fast, but you should be able to catch the ball.
Come on, that's why Buffalo
When you're
needs
not fast in the league at receiver, it's because you can catch the
That's
ball.
why A.J. McCarron needs you now.
Oh, my gosh. All right, they're going to draft a quarterback.
They are. They're gonna pick up Josh Allen.
Josh Allen?
Mm-hmm.
The guy from Wyoming, right?
Yep.
Oh, you done did it. Mel Blount.
Golden
Mel
Tate.
Blount. Oh.
Golden Tate. I have.
It is Dante Culpepper. A.J. McCarron, the backup who used to be, well, probably no one knows him. Used to be the backup for Andy Dalton. That's probably why you don't know him, because Andy Dalton is also a bust.
Andrew Biggs says, has Jordy Nelson got signed yet?
Yes, he was signed by Oakland.
Oakland Raiders, man.
Oakland took him.
James Jones, actually. If anyone knows who that is. God, dude. I was sitting there waiting for that ball and everything. Wow. Good ass play, man. That was at least 40 yards. But James Jones, if no one knows who that is, he used to be a teammate of Jordy Nelson on the Packers at receiver. And at one point, he switched on over to Oakland and then came back to Green Bay. And then I think did it again. Like, he went over to Oakland and came back. But he's had a stint of like 6 touchdowns in one game or like 4 touchdowns in one game, something ridiculous. And he basically told Jordy, like, yo, since they just released you, the Raiders are going to be on the up and coming, and Derek Carr is one of the closest you can get to Aaron Rodgers. So they're going to share the ball to you. Obviously, you saw he's like, obviously you saw my success, but they got the same offensive coordinator, man, or like the same receivers coach. They're gonna share the ball. And I mean, they got him at kind of like a pricey price tag, though. Was it like 2 years, 15?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I mean,
they released.
He's a monster, but it's a little pricey.
They released Crabtree for him though.
KB17 over on YouTube says, "Do you think the 49ers are playoff contenders? Maybe even Super Bowl contenders?"
Hands down.
And Andrew Biggs also says James Jones was always underrated.
Yes. I like James Jones. 49ers, you said?
49ers will go to the playoffs. Hopefully, they will win the Super Bowl. I think they are.
I think the 49ers will make the playoffs. Well, actually, let me see. Let's think about this. Who's in their division? We got
the Seahawks, the Cardinals,
the Seahawks, the Cardinals, and
the Rams.
The Rams. So the Rams are gonna beat them out, I think. I gotta stay by with what I was saying earlier. By the Rams are gonna make it, and then they're gonna mess up. They might make it all the way, but if not all the way, they're making it to the championship game this year, and they're gonna have to either beat the Vikings, in my opinion, or might be a little biased with the Eagles.
I think
might
the
be
Eagles.
a little biased with the Eagles, but also things could spill over with the Eagles, so things are always up in the air in the NFL.
If shit hits the fan, then we always got the Falcons.
Yeah. Now, if somehow like the 49ers got back, like when I messed that up. I wanted to catch it and then cut outside instead of cut out that earlier. But like when Kaepernick won with them, and that was some ridiculous BS basically because Flacco's on the other side and Flacco's booty. I'm gonna vouch it the whole time. If they end up making it, they're definitely not winning. They're not getting that luck again. Jerome Bettis. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you're not elusive whatsoever, really. Only in the open field.
I feel like Kaepernick should have won that Super Bowl.
Kaepernick?
Yes.
I mean,
because nobody knew
who
that.
Was his receivers?
It was Crabtree.
Crabtree, and was it Bolden again?
Bolden,
and then Vernon Davis, and then who was their running back? Was it Carlos Hyde at the time? No, it wasn't, right?
It was
Ahmad Brooks.
No, it was what's his name? He was on the Colts.
Gore. Okay, Gore.
Yeah, Gordon.
I forgot. Gore was there for like 10 years. What am I talking about? And Gore's like one of the most underrated players ever in the league.
And I believe they had Delaney Walker too.
Yes, that's where he got his first stardom. Like
Delaney is too nice. That's the best tight end in the league.
He was basically Vernon Davis. Oh my God! Stop! What? Okay, I know exactly how to beat this, and I'm hoping it works. But he is rushing right through my line, and I picked at least 3 or 4 offensive linemen. Okay.
That's how I felt when you were playing me last time.
Oh, shit. Okay. Boys and gals, this is crucial.
People of all ages.
We're going to need some crickets chirping.
We're about to get this sack. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Why does Jerome Bettis look slim in this game?
Slow?
Like he looks really slim.
Oh, slim.
Like he's really bulky, but he's so fast and tough.
He should look bigger than your middle linebacker right now.
Exactly.
Put it that way.
He should be bigger than, like, DeMarcus Ware.
Oh baby, look at that slide through.
Shit.
Is that Ochocinco? I thought that was gonna be picked, to be honest, guys. Thought it was gonna be an on-the-run pick.
Was that a shallow cross?
Actually, yeah. No, it wasn't shallow cross. He did an in route because I had to hot route it since he was going on a streak, but it was kind of like a dig in a way. And that's how you beat the inside blitz. At least in my opinion, might not work all the time.
It was a cover 4.
Yeah. Wasn't even actually a blitz.
Andrew Big says, even though I'm a Panthers fan, do you agree Cam is overrated?
His Super Bowl reign, yes, he was too rated, but when after time, he kind of like news started calming down about him. I haven't really heard too much about him.
Yeah, like his accidents or his behavior off the field at first wasn't really up to par.
And his celebrations and giving football players the kids.
God, come on.
Oh, yes.
Throw it higher. I literally lofted it for a reason. Back of the end zone, toe touch.
But
that's what I wanted.
Cam Newton, trust me, he's going to win a ring.
I think he's definitely a little... I mean, I don't like to use the word overrated or underrated for Cam Newton because
he's like right in the middle.
I think he has a lot of skill. Like he's definitely one of the most powerful arms in the league with strength. Like the man barely has to be on his back foot, kind of like Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have the strength anymore, but since he doesn't plant his feet when he throws, he's able to just like thread it in there in a split second.
Mm.
And he's also able to chuck it like 70 yards off his back foot while getting sacked by Clay Matthews and, you know, when Frank Clark used to be D-tackle or whatever the Clark was D-tackle before. You know, one of those situations. But then again, he lets his attitude really get in the way. And you can't have that as quarterback. So I think that's why he's a little overrated.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize that was end of the quarter.
Let's go. Good half. Good half. His D is unstoppable. I've always been an advocate of second half. Oh. That's why I think Russell Wilson is such a great player. I mean, that man's a god.
Yeah, just take a look at...
When someone said, how do you feel about him? He probably had like, what, 70-something% of their offense?
Just take a look at the Pack when they played the Packers in the divisional championship.
Yeah.
They called back up from like, was it 20 point?
Oh, baby, I was going to say, you catch that right now, sir.
What was that, 20-point deficit? And then they still won?
Oh,
the Seahawks against the Green Bay Packers?
Yeah. I think it was a little bit under 21. Might have been 20.
Andrew Biggs wants to know, do you guys play 2K?
I play a little 2K.
I used to. I know how to because it's usually the same, but I didn't get as good with the analog when that came out. And I started to, but they keep incorporating and not incorporating the shot meter, I feel.
Yeah.
Or when they do,
it's harder now.
When they do, they place it on different areas. They make it different sizes. They make it different speeds. I mean, if you're going to change it, you got to keep it kind of the same way for the players.
Yeah, I like 2K16 shot meter.
2K16?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that was like more of like a fluent. I mean, they still made it realistic to the fact where if you move the right analog stick from right to left, you're going to move your guy's shoulders from right to left with a layup, something like that. And then you're going to bring it up with the analog for like a fillet layup, as most kids would say, the fillet. But I don't really play as much anymore now. I mainly play Madden and Call of Duty, Fortnite. I can play most games though. Like I like old games too. I just don't play them as much anymore. So sometimes I just have to say like, oh, what are the buttons, and then I'll fall right into it. All right, let's get these scores up for the people. But then again, the scores being low, that shows that that's a good game. Come on, Dante Culpepper, don't do me dirty. Don't do me dirty. Oh my gosh.
Benjamin.
You know what's crazy? It lit up green under my guy, and that usually means that they won the battle. So that was some good ass play right there. Kelvin Benjamin too.
Yep.
Man, he dropped my touchdown, but caught that. I was about to say. Oh. Let's go.
Oh.
I was about to say, I haven't really been a D tackle or a D lineman at all the whole time.
Andrew Big says, do you feel like EA lets too much bull happens? I mean, some BS.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna interpret it the same exact way that you were thinking. I'm interpreting it more of like like glitches like that. Like they're gonna constantly just pop the ball straight up in the air for Madden players.
Yeah, that would never happen in real life.
Yeah. Like if anything in real life, that's just gonna get smacked right to the ground, or it's gonna be fumbled up in between them. Sometimes it does get popped in the air. Like whoever was watching the Broncos, I think like 5 or 6 years ago, basically towards the end of the game, Peyton Manning brought him back because he chucked it deep, and I think it might have been Eric Decker who caught the tip to end up winning them the game. But it happens sometimes. Oh no. That's why I got Latavius as a backup so he can catch the ball for me because Jerome almost dropped it last time.
Andrew Big says that was the BS I was talking about.
Yeah.
KB17 says, how often do you guys stream? So we stream 6 days a week, every day except for Thursday, at least once. Our stream schedule is up on Facebook and on our Twitch as well.
What the?
It's also, I believe, on our Discord. But just so you know, we also stream a variety of games, about 5 core games. Madden 18 isn't exactly one of them, just because of the NFL season being over.
And the news.
Yeah, and the news. So, but we do play an assortment of games, and
Oh no!
we do a lot of random game streams as well.
Cutting, bro. What the
Dante Hightower.
My bad, Scott. But yeah, we are an assortment of gaming kind of family. This is only sometimes the randoms of Madden or sports games. Like, I kind of want to play this NBA Playground on the Switch. Reminds me of street basketball. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh, where's my guys?
Keep going.
Because I feel like it would be just entertaining. I mean, I might know some of the players because it's kind of an old game in general.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
there's a lot of legends in it too.
So it's like NBA Street Ball, right?
Yeah.
On the GameCube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
it's kind of
but
like
it's like a remake of that game for the GameCube.
Or have you ever played the 3v3 arcade NHL, where it's kind of like the big bobblehead kind of looking guys, but that are animated?
Yeah, me and Scott played that.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's 3v3, and on the blacktop. It's fun. But who knows? We might not.
That was NFL Blitz, right, Scott?
NFL
Which
Blitz.
game? The one we played on PlayStation?
No, on the
Oh, on N64.
N64.
Yeah, that was NFL Blitz, the original one. Yeah,
the OG.
the regular one. Yeah, that's the one I like.
Wait,
I also like NFL Blitz 2000. That one's not too bad.
What about Blitz the League?
Boo.
Boo. That's when it started to go downhill with Blitz.
It was downhill after the first one for me, honestly. The NFL Blitz was just supposed to be a fun game where you can beat the crap out of people and still kind of play football, even though you weren't really good at football.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, facts.
So, like, it was like for me, because I'm not crazy about football, but I do enjoy it. So, NFL Blitz was like my game when it came to football games.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Especially just like mid-throw, being like, all right, I don't really know how to play defense in this situation, so I'm just going to tackle you, man.
Andrew Big says, can you stream a game of Fortnite after this just because? We can talk about it with I'll talk about it with Bobby, see if we can work something out.
Yeah. If not, it will probably be on later. I'm not gonna guarantee. I don't like to guarantee because I don't like to leave people upset. But
We love you, fans.
good possibility. 3:10 left. Tie ball game. What will happen? Oh man, this is basically the play to decide it. Bang! Oh baby! Let's go. I was so hoping that were to actually work out, but
They
I
want me to
didn't
go
think
for
that
a
was gonna
field
work
goal.
out.
I do not want to go for a field goal.
Oh, what you gonna do, bro?
Not going for a field goal. I'm gonna do it for y'all. If I lose,
Oh no.
it's my fault. But like, I'm gonna do it for y'all.
All right, I have a plan, Stan.
I feel like I'm gonna get sacked. I know I'm gonna get sacked.
No! I had
Oh, I'm sorry.
I had all my
Yes.
linebackers zoned, hoping that they would know that it was going to be a drag, but I didn't tell them it's under.
Andrew Big says, do you realize that
Good
part
play
2
call.
doesn't come out until September 2019?
part 2 for what again? I'm sorry.
I'm not sure. Is that for
part
Fortnite?
2. Ooh,
Is there a part 2 of Fortnite coming out?
that would be
No.
pretty awesome.
Oh.
I wonder if they would incorporate another map, if that's what he is talking about.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
No,
Another
wait for
map.
him to specify, I guess.
Yeah, sure. It's an intense game anyway. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought if you guys had asked the previous question. Oh no!
Calvin Benjamin.
Dude, I'm
It's coming
there
clutch.
clicking the buttons, but his receivers are clutch. They are clutch. Oh man. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Oh, it.
Oh, okay. So it the movie.
Oh, at the movie.
It part 2 doesn't come out until September 2019.
Oh.
Bobby.
Yeah, that's actually
you know
more
that?
of
I didn't know that.
that's
Bobby
more
knew
of
that.
their forte because I haven't even seen the first one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. 'Cause
See, that's
I'm
a good
not
thing of it.
really.
Good.
I'm not really like a horror movie type person, but I like the movie It because it's kind of funny in a way.
Yeah, there's a little bit of twisted humor in it.
Yeah.
So real quick on it. Funny enough, we actually did a movie review on it, so that's up on our YouTube
Yeah,
channel as
yeah.
well. Actually kind of like that YouTube.
I
or
remember that
video.
background had a really cool graphic. to
Yeah.
it, now that I think about
But
it.
yeah, that's the good thing about. That's the one cool thing about Real Nerds Real Talk over here. We have a
Come
probably
on.
about 5 or 6 nerds, I guess you could call, that come through these doors and play video games for us. We have a core group of members and we have a couple other extras, but for the most part, we have a good team of people who can play different games and whatnot. So it's a really good time, especially because we get to have our friends and our family help us out with us.
Oh yeah. It's always a great time and a pleasure to provide entertainment to all you guys.
But yeah, also the Discord. We also have a pretty active movie section on the Discord. So if you ever want to talk movies, that's probably the easiest way to get to one of us and also the other people in the community.
Yeah. Vouch for that earlier. And
I'm keeping
vouch
it
for
safe.
again.
I'm going for a field goal.
For a field goal?
Yup. Keeping it safe.
Oh, don't you dare lay the eggs in my Easter basket.
Have
Oh,
a
he
great
did it.
Easter.
He did it. All right.
It's Easter Sunday with
I
the
have
Steelers
it, guys.
on top.
So Andrew Big says, so are each of you 3 main members? So the core members of Real Nerds Real Talk are myself. I know you guys can't see my face, but you might have seen me before. Scott. And then there's also Bobby the Law, who's also off camera right now. And then we also have my buddy Joe Byer, who's he's an Army buddy of mine when I was in. He joined. He's still in right now, but he'll be joining us here in probably about a year and a half when he gets out. And then we also have our 4th member, Tim Bear. So Timbo Slice, he does our GTA sessions on Wednesday and our PUBG sessions
The
on
quick
Friday.
cash.
That
Quick
hashtag
cash.
quick cash. And then Slaw and Flakes here that are on screen with us today. These guys are more or less helpers. Austin here, he's an intern, unpaid, of course. And Slaw is Bobby's brother, so he helps out when he can. Hopefully that answers. I think it does. Mark.
Yeah.
That
That was a good description right there.
was beautifully said, Scott.
Beautiful. It's like a harp
Scooter
being
Scooter.
strum. All right. So I haven't really been able to succeed against this whole defense.
Defense wins games.
Yeah. So, and I think it takes a large part to not getting a tight end. Come on.
Yes. Ooh.
Let's see. Oh baby, oh baby. Let's go.
Pick. No.
Let's go.
I thought that was going to be
Don't say pick in my house, boy. Don't say pick in my house. Oh, just kidding. It's probably gonna be a pick right here, especially because I'm bringing him up on the line right away with no stamina.
KB17 says, I feel like the signings the Browns made, they still won't be any different. Maybe a few wins.
I respect that opinion. I mean,
I could see why.
I'm not gonna lie, even from an outside perspective, I agree with that.
I feel like it's gonna be like a seesaw. It's gonna go either way. They're either gonna go up
Have they ever won one?
by winning like
They
8
won
wins.
one
When's the last
game.
time they won the Super Bowl? Or they have her? Have they ever won a Super
They
Bowl?
never won a
Yeah,
Super
they're
Bowl,
part of
but
the
they won
company
a
that hasn't.
championship though.
So they're like
in
the
the
Eagles.
50s.
So they're like the Eagles.
The only time they won a championship
before
was
that,
with
before this year.
Jim Brown.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Minnesota Vikings, I'm pretty sure, haven't won one.
Nah, they won one.
They
It's
have.
the Houston Texans, Jaguars.
Well, who won it for them? Or when?
Panthers.
Did like Randy Moss win while he was there? No,
No.
right?
I know they won one when in like earlier.
Andrew
Throw it
Biggs
out of
says,
bounds. You see his whole arm going forward.
Andrew Biggs says, I mean, the Browns can't get any worse.
Yeah, no, the
I
Browns.
think that's just a plain old statement.
It is. They're like
That's
I don't
true.
know. I don't know if that team was worse than the 0-16 Lions. A couple years back, maybe like 4 or 5 years back. But I'm not sure which one's worse.
By the way,
To
guys,
be honest.
don't fret and don't leave just yet, even though the game is about to end. We talked with Bob, and we're
Pick.
going to go ahead and do one quick duos match on Fortnite right after this game's over. So stick
Calvin
around for that.
Benjamin.
You guys get to watch the Slaw. By the way, the Slaw is actually pretty good at Fortnite. My brother here, Flakes, is also genuinely okay. He's like he's better than me. That's all I'll say.
I'm like-
but Steve will
like
be on the main
a
screen.
Detroit
We'll switch between
Lion.
those. Detroit Lions.
I'm like the now Detroit Lions.
Come on, man. I don't know where. to
Andrew Biggs says, I mean, the
go.
Lions were supposed to be okay that year.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
yeah.
I mean, I was a big fan of Roy. Oh
Oh,
my God!
fuck.
Part of the Red Sea. Part of the Red Sea. Go on the line. All right, guys. I'll get right back to this statement in a second. 16 seconds. No timeouts. 20-yard line. 13 seconds. Oh my gosh! What do I do? Call the ball. I couldn't call it because you weren't on the line of scrimmage. No, you mother! Call timeout. You won't. You won't. You won't. You
No,
won't.
no,
You
no,
won't, bitch!
no,
Oh my God! I knew it. No balls. I'm so livid.
Look, I'm trying to call a timeout now.
Guys, I knew I didn't want to call a timeout with 13 seconds left, but that was a great game. I know. Good shit. That was awesome.
It's a good thing I went for that. Whoa, look at that hair.
Mine?
No, on my.
I say, am I
Andrew
wild
Biggs
right
says,
now?
wouldn't that be encroachment?
Yeah, right. I was like, can you call it so I can get a penalty and stop the clock and gain 5 yards? But oh well. All right, we'll fire up. We'll try to last a little bit in this duo session where it's not like a land and kill. You know, sometimes it goes both ways.
All right, guys, I want to see some good teamwork. I want to see you guys out there. I want to see you guys kill.
Yes.
Kill, kill, kill. What's our motto? Kill, kill, kill.
What's the blood? No. What is the? How does it make the grass grow, bro? What
Blood.
makes the grass grow?
Blood.
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 Blood. Blood.
For the
Have you never
homies.
seen the Leprechaun in
Have
space?
you ever seen Full Metal Jacket?
No.
What?
I believe I have. But
Have you,
I think only once.
okay, have you ever seen any Stanley Kubrick movie?
No. Probably not.
Look, you can't be throwing around names like everyone knows things.
Okay, please tell me if anybody in the chat
So name
does it
movies.
know who Stanley Kubrick is. By the way, Andrew Biggs says Landon Pleasant Park.
Pleasant Park.
I
I love Pleasant Park.
He
but
said,
what
or I'm
else?
sorry, he's saying go. So I mean, and he, I would say that's a good cue to go there.
Good cue. All right, are you ready?
It's a huge.
He's
risk.
loading. He's loading in like you right now.
Are you ready? No, I'm saying like, are you ready for Pleasant Park?
Hell yeah.
Because it's gonna be like, I mean,
Dashing dash.
since Lucky Landing came out, since all these other game modes came out, everyone's over seeing a whole bunch of videos on Tilted Towers. Pleasant Park and Retail Row are the ways to go.
It's
Everyone's
true.
there.
By the way, I'm gonna take this chance right before we get into this match. Welcome back to Real Nerds, Real Talk. Anybody who's just joining us for the first time, I welcome you. You are now Real Nerds with us. Hope you guys enjoyed this RNRT sesh here with Flakes and Slaw. We were playing Madden 18, talking some real dirty free agent stuff, and also answering any questions you guys had in the chat. We're gonna go ahead and do this duos match real quick. Hopefully, we can last a little bit longer than your usual male who's just turned 16. I'm just kidding. Let's get this game going. I love you guys. Hopefully, you guys leave a like, a follow, subscribe. You guys are the best community out there. I appreciate every single one of you, as do every single member or intern of Real Nerds Real Talk.
Yes.
Back to the game, boys.
And this. Are you? I'm not sure if you're on my screen.
on yours.
This outfit is dope.
You won't buy it.
I can't. I can't. I have 1,000, but Silver Fang's pretty dope. If I get the word, I might.
How do you feel about Fortnite on mobile? Seeing as how it just released yesterday for the first time.
Mobile for me.
But I mean, not for you. I mean,
Oh, well.
for like in general.
In general,
yeah.
oh, okay. I mean, since there's obviously a market. Are you on Monkey Bone?
No, I'm on my account.
Oh,
He's
okay.
on Monster 4147.
You gotta
Yeah, you have to invite him.
straight up join my game.
Yeah.
If you
Wait.
tell him how to real quick.
Go to Bobby's account. So go to Bobby. Look for Bobby the Law.
But so there's obviously there's markets everywhere, different gamers everywhere. Some people only like certain games, but some people only like to play on mobile. So say they haven't even tried Fortnite and end up becoming like a god or goddess at the game. Like, good for them.
So-
And that's why I think it's pretty awesome, but I don't think it's going to get anywhere close to the fan base that these consoles and PCs are getting.
So Steve, so there's something I noticed about mobile.
Yeah.
Building, especially now that so for right now they don't have the controller thing right now, so you can use a Bluetooth controller.
Okay.
So building is like
you gotta join.
not like you turn it to duo, or does it automatically do it?
It's on Duo right now. It would automatically do it, but
Okay.
if you go to that little plus sign in one of these circles,
I'm trying to join your game right now. It's not working.
I'm appeared online, right?
Yours says offline.
Double check. Oh my, wait, it says appeared online. Interesting. All right. Well,
I was like, I'm gonna do a friend request for you.
okay.
I think you should do it that way. Sorry guys for the delay.
So what were we saying about the mobile?
The building. So a lot of people aren't used to building yet because it's really hard to do a lot of activities at once. Kind of like when you use a controller.
Yeah, especially looking around too.
Yeah,
I feel.
it's incredibly difficult. But the good thing is that a lot of people don't build, so you can really shoot them when they're trying to build. So he's already a friend on you for some reason. So you guys are already friends on here. You guys are just offline.
Well, it says I'm appeared online.
I know, it's so weird.
So I think Fortnite's just messing up.
Can you join his game?
No, it doesn't say he's online either.
Let me
It says
see.
Monkey Bone's online, but
No, he's
that's
on-
because I
yeah.
am too. Oh, he is on now.
I'm gonna go offline then go back online. All right, I should be good. Can you join mine?
Let me check.
What's it called? KB17 says, I can't believe Tyrann Matthew, I'm guessing is,
Yeah.
signed with the Texans. And Andrew Biggs, you sure can get a follow on Twitter. Just I'll do it right after we get this done.
Yo, no, you're still not on here. Maybe sign into you, Monkey Bone.
Okay.
Tyrann Matthew, man, since the Texans are another one of those teams that were on the low end of the league for so long, and then all of a sudden they're starting to kick it up a notch. Deshaun Watson all of a sudden kind of turned them around in a year because Case Keenum kind of was supposed to lead them in a way. But Deshaun Watson, I think he surprised everyone with how great he was playing. He was kind of putting on MVP numbers, to be honest.
Before he tore his ACL.
Yeah, before he tore his ACL, along with, what was it? J.J. Watt also tore his ACL or Achilles, one of those.
I think he tore his Achilles.
Achilles, yeah. He's always tearing one or the other, which sucks 'cause he's such a great player. But Tyrann Matthew is one of the best D-backs, and especially to ever go on the free agent market this year. It's going to be a solid addition. And I think that if Deshaun Watson stays healthy and they get a couple more offensive linemen, because they gave away Dwayne Brown, the left tackle, who is their blind side, that's pretty crucial. I think they might have a shot to go a little bit at least. All right, cool.
Send me an invite.
Sending you one right now. I just wanted to get that point off.
There you go.
Oh,
Here
baby.
you go.
All right, guys. Sorry for that wait.
Got you,
Thank you
Andrew.
for the patience. And we're about to fire up a quick duo in case anyone's just tuning in. Now, the thing is, we have no volume.
Yeah, so this is gonna be a little bit hard because we weren't set up.
So,
I'm sorry, my mic's not even on. Yeah, so we weren't really set up to do Fortnite for this session.
Yeah.
So that's why we do like game specific sessions. But we would definitely do our best without game volume right now.
yeah.
Rest assured,
So-
when we usually play Fortnite, they do have their game volume in their ears instead of just voices.
So I do think because of that, I might have to go against your request of going to Pleasant Park, because then we will die right away. Because there can easily be someone in the house that doesn't have a shotgun, or doesn't have any gun, and I can have a shotgun,
don't do Pleasant.
and I could be on the roof.
Yeah, you're good. He says don't do Pleasant. He says don't do Pleasant.
So I think where I'm gonna go, and is the OG spot, is Miss Grandma's house. We usually go there
Creamy's house. Oh, it's right there.
whenever we want to play it a little bit safer, or at least I like to, only because there's potential 4 or 5 chests in that area, and sometimes in the little swirly tracks, you can find a scar. I found one like 3 times, I think.
Andrew Biggs, you got that follow, boy.
Oh, thank you, Andrew.
He says if you can go to Lonely Lodge. I don't know if you guys are already close or too far away from that.
Oh, we already jumped.
No, we can go to Lonely Lodge. Just pull your chute right away if you can.
All right.
It's straight ahead. All those trees in the tower, the wooden tower.
Oh yeah, I see it.
So I think we're gonna do is, since we don't have volume, we should go to this tower, which might have 2 chests, and also like if we swoop around the back right side, like over there, towards like where there's a campfire, there's some other little lodges, we'll have a good shot of getting some good loot. If you can land on that tower, I'm gonna try to land beneath. I'm gonna land a little.
What's up with that red thing on that building?
So that's a bullseye for the battle pass for one of the challenges. You have to land on, I think like 5 or 7, one of those. And then with that, you get, I think like 10 battle stars to help you out. Shit, alright.
They know me so well.
I'm not sure if anyone's up there with you, but I don't have a gun. So I'm gonna make my way up there. We have brick. Come on, give me something. Alright, that's something. I think it's just me and you up here. I'm really hoping so. This is so weird not to know, like, but I also love, like, sometimes I almost tell people if you want to get a little bit better at Fortnite, I'm not the best, but to get a little bit better, just play without volume. See how your reflexes do, because obviously if people play solo, you can be out in the middle of a field and all of a sudden get shot, but if your reflexes are faster than theirs, that's all that matters.
That's true.
So sometimes it can be a benefit. Alright, so do you got a gun at least? Because I have an assault rifle.
I have a AK.
Alright, cool. Or like a burst?
Yeah.
You want my AR because it's fully automatic?
No,
I don't mind
I'll be good.
shooting with that. It's all about headshots, and that's what I've tried to practice on anyway. Oh baby, look at that guess. Alright, here you go. I have a green AR for you.
Thank you.
We're just gonna swoop around, get these little back lodges, and then get the big lodge. I don't think anyone
I got
is
a trap.
there.
You want the trap?
Sure.
Here.
Andrew Biggs says my favorite place on solo is the old houses north of Pleasant, or the old houses north or Pleasant and east of Junk Junction.
East of Junction. Okay.
Oh, somebody died over here. Watch out.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna find out. I think he's talking about kind of. Oh no, no one died in that area. That's just usually there.
Oh, for real?
Sorry about that. Yeah, you're good. I think we're alone because there's some ammo and shit in here. Alright, so near Junk Junction, he's talking. Oh, I mean, he might even be talking like I like to call it medieval town. Got a whole bunch of broken down wooden houses with at least 5-6 chests. It's like right here, guys. Right
That's a
near
pretty
right near the
suspicious
motel.
bush.
It's a pretty suspicious bush. Yo,
He
I'm
says,
telling you.
yeah, that's the place.
Hey, we're on the same page, man.
You
I
wanna
love going there.
You want some juice?
I got some juice. I'll take your juice though. I got an extra one.
Right here.
Oh. Oh wait, you didn't drop some. I got some over here already. Cool. If you can take these bandages up here, that'll be superb.
I already have a med kit.
Okay, don't worry about it then.
Here.
You got the small shields? I have 4 already, so now I have 5. Let's go. Alright, usually there's a chest up here. You guys don't already know. Not this time. Usually there's a chest in here. We made out luck. Alright. Actually, I've noticed people were saying this in the beginning when Fortnite first came out, that the pistol is slowly becoming underrated and everyone's favorite gun.
Like they're nerfing it?
And no, just like people saying it's their favorite gun because it's like 25 or 24 damage and however fast you can fire it. So whoever is a Call of Duty fan and whoever is a advocate of the secondary weapon as well. I mean, that's the golden weapon to go to. And I haven't really noticed that until recently. I've been taking out squads. Like, I can be in Anarchy Acres or something, and I'll be taking out squads just by myself because I built one wall ramp and can fire a pistol a little bit fast.
Andrew Biggs says, wait, they can't hear the game volume, but I can. So, yeah, you guys can hear everything. You guys get the whole package. We do set up usually where they can hear the game volume. But, yeah, it's a little weird when you do stream. So, well, at least the way we have it set up. KB17 says, I love the stream. Thank you so much, KB17. We appreciate the support.
You.
Andrew Biggs says, Blue Pistol is OP.
Blue Pistol, yes. Or are you a Blue Pistol or Suppressed Pistol kind of fan? Because I'm not sure which one I'm starting to like more. Definitely Suppressed Pistol, I think, might be my choice as of right now, only because of the fact it has a lot of distance, I think, in comparison. But I think we should get on out of here. Maybe we should make our way to Grandma's house after all.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. So I guess we'll play it a little bit safe. There's probably gonna be people coming out of Retail Row. That's usually a hot spot.
That's true.
So we just gotta be a little careful of that.
Andrew Biggs says, I'm a Blue Pistol besides a pump and tack.
Ah, you still do the switcheroo with the pump first on over to the tack within like a second. Whoever's able to master that is gonna master any close range battle, because
Andrew Biggs says 3-hit combo.
Oh, 3-hit combo, yeah. I mean, oh, here it is right here. Oh, la, la, la. Blue Pistol.
He says it is what it is.
Actually, when we see people, I'm going to hope that we're close enough, so or at least like medium distance, because if they're as far as that tree over there, I probably won't shoot them, but if I have the high advantage, I don't mind shooting pistol from far distance. I'm going to try to kill them for you guys that way. The other day, I swear, someone's still hacking this game, and I'm surprised people are still hacking. Unless I was just, you know, I didn't see it, but I was running from the house through these tracks, and hopefully we can post this video eventually for you guys, because I have it saved, actually. But I was running through this back part, and I was like, all right, maybe I'll go get this chest. Didn't see anything over there by the tree. Run around. I hit this specific block down, and both chests are already looted. So I'm like, all right. And I went back around to the right. Oh, let me go into this storm. I go back around right. And I'm like, all right, maybe I'll take the tire up on top. I do that, and someone's already shooting me with a shotgun. So I fall down, and I eventually, like, that's how I found out the pistol is OP. Because I just launched up from in midair on the tire and was able to get all the bullets off and still somehow aim because of how high I was able to jump from the tire. I was like, what? I don't think I'll ever be able to do this again, but I got to get this saved just in case.
Andrew Biggs says, you remember in Halo 1 when the pistols had sniper scopes?
Yeah.
I do.
I actually didn't have as much of an opportunity to play Halo 1 because I more have started Halo 3. But I usually watched the Halo 1 and 2, so where I was able to see some of those old maps being brought back.
The house.
Here and there. Okay. What about that stuff outside? What is that stuff? I don't know. F it, man. All right, let's just keep on running. All right, let's go find some people. Because we gotta get
Let's go kill some people.
We gotta get going. Oh, I got the hiccups. I'm sorry.
22 actually.
Yeah, 22 others. So we got. Oh, there's some people right here in front of us.
Andrew Biggs says, I just played it yesterday, so.
All right, guys.
Reminded me of the old days.
Shotgun or pistol? I think it's the pistol.
I'm going all out.
Yeah, he's right here.
Automatic.
You don't want this sauce, bro.
What are you
What?
doing,
How many?
bro?
What?
Bro.
Dude. All right, I'm tired of these games, man. You're not gonna build a ramp?
Got it.
Not you. I'm talking about the opponent. All right, so where's his teammate? Oh,
shoot.
He's over here behind the house again. He's back here where we were.
Yeah,
where we had built. I need your help. Come on, buddy. Not you, this guy. I'm just gonna lay him ammo.
Got him.
Good shit, man.
Oh, and he had a fucking sniper.
Yeah, let me get that rocket launcher.
Yeah, you can have it. Here, I got bullets.
Goodness.
I got
actually,
I got ammo for it too. Here.
Use that. All right, we gotta keep on the lookout, because people are definitely gonna. Oh shit, we got to run.
Here, hold up. Here's the bullets for the rocket.
Oh shit. All right. No, it don't matter. It don't matter. Fuck. Did you already drop them?
Yeah, I picked them back up.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
All right, pick
We
it.
gotta go. We gotta go. We're not gonna. We gotta make it to the circle, but also try not to die, because it might eat away at us like 2 at a time. All right, guys. So like at first, I didn't think that guy was gonna still be able to keep out building when I was running around the edge of his walls right there. And usually I just go over top right away, because like I mean people do it all the time in battle. You can see over there straight ahead.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best way to go. That's how we even defeated the guy in the backyard. If I didn't go over top of him with the rocket launcher, he probably would have been on that roof in like with a matter of 3 seconds, and we would have been done for.
Yeah, I snuck up right behind
But
him.
yeah, that was beautiful. We were lucky that they weren't really together.
Andrew also says that you also have a chug. I'm guessing that's for Slaw, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
he has a
actually
chug
gonna
jug.
try to hope to get into the circle first and use that right away.
Yeah, I'm using a med kit.
Since I was gonna use it before, but I'd rather have 100 health, or a possibility of 100 health, than 75. And the shield.
Oh, there's
There's
60.
people to our left. Do not shoot.
My bad.
Fuck. All right. I'm gonna just take this chug.
Oh, there's a
Hopefully
John
I
Wick over
can.
there.
Oh shit! It's going by twos. I think we might be able to make it at the nick of time. And I'm just gonna climb up there. I know we're good. We're good, baby. Come on. Don't shoot at my friend.
Dude, they're gonna shoot me. That was gag.
He's on. Are you down?
Yeah, there was like 1 second left for my med
All right, I
kit.
got one. Where's the other one?
He's down here. He's down. Nice.
Let's go, baby. We don't play games.
That was nice. Beautiful. Thank you so much.
All right, we good. Double layer it. Stay still.
That was just terrible on my part.
Now you're good, man. Next time, if you go down, since I can't hear that you go down, just let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Because that guy was healing up, and I almost let him get away with it. Here you go. Alright, let's try to get this W for you guys.
Andrew Big says perfect timing.
Yeah, for real. He came in clutch.
Alright, yeah. The circle's about to close.
I'm just saying, knock on wood. I'm about to be hype if you are about to get this W right off the bat just for playing real quick. I'm about to make Bobby pee his pants over there.
I'd be hyped too. Yeah, we gotta get in the circle and we gotta build.
Mm-hmm.
I'll build. Just consult me before you shoot, because we do not want another scare again.
Yeah, it's true.
And I mean, I can always be the scare too.
KB17 says I'm pretty bad at Fortnite. Hey, me too. I'm decent. I bet it's probably just because I don't play as much as these guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit down this tree and I'm just gonna build right here and say fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew says you steal.
You steal?
Yeah,
Alright.
I have a couple steel.
Actually, yeah. I will.
Here, take this.
No, we're good, bro.
All right. We're gonna build a tower.
Yeah, I'm gonna build a little maze though in case people jump in. I like to do that. Oh,
Here, might
please
as
no
well
one snipe me. All right, here I'm gonna build you a little staircase. So just look up real quick to see if you see
Mhm.
people, because we don't want to see people come over top of us. I'll try to be quick about this for you guys. Well, quickness is key. I also think quickness is key at the same time, so maybe
There's
That's just me
there has
as well.
to be a person. Southwest-ish, 247.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna put some traps now. Look all different angles, by the way.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, we're good, homie.
Andrew says, "Watch the storm, guys."
Yeah, you're right.
Got you, Andrew.
Well, I luckily had a lot of supplies. Thank you for that advice, because I probably wouldn't have remembered right away. All right, they're definitely up there at west.
255.
Mountain. Yeah, I have a sniper, so I'm not sure if you have a sniper, but
I
if
do.
not,
I have a blue. I
All
can't see him.
how much ammo do you need? Because I have
I have 72.
All right, you're good then. I got 44. We're both good. I don't see them, but I'm just assuming they're up there. All right. Now would probably be around the time, if anyone's back here with us, that they're gonna end up running to. Keep having hiccups. Jeez. Oh shit.
Sports Addiction says, "Want to play a squad with me and my friend? We can definitely try and fit you guys in a little bit later tonight. We're actually gonna be cutting out after this duos match, but we'll definitely be back in probably about 2 hours. Another game session.
All right, bro.
If you guys are interested in seeing another Fortnite
get out.
session, just go ahead and hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, or on Discord. Let us know about your suggestions about how you guys want to see the next stream be a Fortnite stream."
Yeah, they're up there at west. You see that big ass fort?
Hmm.
All right, guys. So this is the time where I'm like, well, fuck. Do I go up there and rush them, or do I stay down here? And actually, they're not even on where they have to be. So they're climbing down, and they see me. So I'm just gonna build. Here you go.
Here, where are they at?
They're over
Oh,
at
I see
the
'em.
cliff. Come on, stairs.
I'm going to shoot the guy.
Okay.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 more.
They're coming down. They're coming down. Watch out. They're coming down.
Do they want the sauce?
They do want the sauce. They want the...
Oh wait, they killed somebody.
Yeah, I saw.
Yo, that's the last two.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's the last 2 team, bro.
Yo,
That's-
hold on. They're gonna try to snipe, so do not peek your head out.
All right.
Let them come to us. They're going a little left.
Oof.
So in this situation, if you want even... Come on, bro. Don't try to snipe at me.
Oh, I got him. I got him.
All right, bro.
Knock him.
All right. Is he running back there? All right, hold on. Try to snipe. We got to snipe the guy on the ground.
Should I
We
push?
have to.
Should I push?
Yeah.
Here, I'm pushing.
All right, cool. Oh, wait. Did he revive him?
Yeah.
He revived him. He revived him. Yo, hold on. Shit, you're good. You're good, bro.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna die. I'm dead.
You're good, bro.
You just broke the thing so he would kill me.
It's cool. I'm sorry. They gotta come to me now. They gotta come to me.
Dude, I was gonna watch it.
Oh, how did I? Please tell me how I missed him. Come on, you fly over here. Ballsy motherfucker.
Oh, you got this. You got this, bro.
I should have asked you for rockets. Fuck.
I did give you my rocket.
Oh, these mother effers have rockets too. Oh! Oh, what? Oh my God! There's one pine tree. The one pine tree in the whole entire field is right behind me.
Play second. Nice. Hey man, that's pretty good though for a one-off, real quick.
Dude, we had the advantage.
Yeah, good game, Austin too, man. That was some good
stuff,
teamwork though,
man.
especially with that flank you did earlier.
Yeah.
Andrew Biggs says, "Can tomorrow be a Fortnite stream?" Well, tomorrow is Nintendo Indies, I believe it is, or with myself and Bobby. But you can definitely we can definitely talk about maybe doing one a little bit later that day. Me and Bobby will talk about it for sure. I'm down. Yeah, maybe after Indies for sure. We definitely try to make sure we get our scheduled content down every day, not to reschedule those as much as we can. So we'll definitely try to we'll try to do another a second stream tomorrow as well. But you never know. Fortnite probably coming on tonight as well. So if you don't have the availability today, we'll definitely try to do a Fortnite stream tomorrow for sure. But this has been Real Nerds, Real Talk.
Thank you guys for hanging around.
You guys have been hanging out with Flakes and Slaw today. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe whether you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, Mixer, or Twitch. We appreciate each and every one of you supporters and fans. And I hope you guys enjoyed every single minute of this content. I hope you guys come back for the next stream. We're going to have in about an hour and a half. If you guys want to vote on any specific game, just go ahead and hit us up on Facebook or Twitter. We also have a Snapchat, but that's not really set up just yet. But we also have a great Discord right now, so make sure you guys go check that out. Links in the description. Hope you guys have a great day, and as always, stay nerdy, my friends.
Thank you.